go and win a championship with somebody else. It's easy. I could go, like, I don't want to put anybody in the spot, but I could go to a super team and, you know, just do my part and win a championship, still won. But this is the hard way to do it, and this is the way. And we did it. Did it. We did it, man.
Awkward.
Yes, you did,
Awkward.
Giannis.
Awkward.
Ain't awkward to me, big dog. Did it. Joined now by NBA analyst Slick Rick the Bucher. Basel.
Yes.
Does Giannis's title with the Bucks mean more?
No, doesn't mean more. It means more to him, but it doesn't mean more in terms of a ring because all rings aren't created equal. That's right, what they say, but they all represent the same thing. You are a champion. I saw your face. You thought you had me there. I'm starting to see through this false humility of Giannis. I'm starting to see it. It first hit me after the game. I was like, I know I'm going to get one of those epic moments from Giannis. Anything is possible. We did it, Milwaukee. Instead, I just saw him say, get away from me. Get away from me. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Where's a chair on the corner, on the edge by myself, and let me just sit there by myself. I thought this was for the city. I thought this was for the team. And it took you that long to go shine with the rest of them? Interesting. Now, why do I say all of that? Because now he's trying to give me this mental equation that his ring means more. You know what the flip of that is? That others' rings mean less. I dare you to walk up to Kawhi Leonard, who went to Toronto, a team, an organization that had never won a championship, and in 1 year took them to a championship. I dare you to walk up to Kawhi and tell him that his ring means less because he didn't win it with the team that drafted him. I dare you to walk up to Shaquille O'Neal and tell him that, oh, yo, back-to-back rings with the Lakers don't mean jack because you didn't win it with Orlando. Oh, I dare you to walk up to AD and then say, AD, oh, man, that Lakers ring don't mean jack because you didn't win it in New Orleans where you were stuck in mediocrity, I say. So here's the thing, Giannis, I love you, big dog, but you better be real and authentic on what you're trying to portray in this persona, because I'm starting to see some cracks in it. Your ring doesn't mean more to anybody but you. But please don't try to project that to others.
Firstly, I was having this conversation off camera. We can have it on. I'll be trying to tell y'all. Everybody says Giannis is likable. Giannis is likable. The second Cavs start winning, the haters come out. And I'm looking at one right now in Mars.
Why you wanna
Wiley.
play a hate on me?
Giannis's ring means more in figure of speech. Obviously, all rings mean the same thing. However, when you gotta work harder for something, then that something does mean more. Sel, I know players who have auctioned off their Super Bowl rings. I could go on eBay right now, probably buy a Super Bowl ring, $100,000, $103,000 the last time I checked. It would mean the same thing as Tom Brady's Super Bowl ring with the Buccaneers or one of his other 6 Super Bowl rings. Sure, it's a Super Bowl ring. But the work you put in to achieve something typically dictates the meaning of that thing. I've used this analogy without you on the show, Slick, but since you're here, I'll use it with you. I've bought a home that was brand new. I've bought a home from somebody else, and I've bought a home that I've had to see get built over the course of time, not all at once. They all mean the same thing. Emmanuel Acho is a homeowner. But ask me how I felt about the house that I had to pick out the marble and pick out the countertops, the house in which I saw them put the paint in, the house in which I saw them lay the foundation. That meant a little bit more to me than the home in which I just went and purchased from somebody else. Why? Because I saw it from the beginning. Yes, of course, I'm a homeowner as a homeowner as a homeowner. If you own a home, you're a homeowner. But it means a little bit different when you were there at the beginning. So when Giannis says it means more, it does mean more because he was there at the beginning. I saw this as a tweet. I looked it up. Giannis and Chris Middleton were the 2 lowest rated players in NBA 2K in 2014. And now look at them, champions. Look at what Giannis said in 2014 when he was the lowest rated player. I'll never leave the team and the city of Milwaukee till we build the team to a championship level. He said that over 7 years ago, and now he's an NBA champion. That means more than showing up and in 1 year with the team that already has a foundation, getting a ring. This title does mean more.
This is the beauty of incomplete sentences. I feel like this is a Twitter beef where you only have 280 characters or 240 characters, and so people can't complete their thoughts. It means more. Yes, it means more to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Does it mean more than any other championship? No, it doesn't mean more than the Golden State Warriors' first championship. For Steph Curry or Klay Thompson or Draymond Green, those were all homegrown guys who started with that franchise, went through the struggles, and then ultimately climbed to the top of the mountain. I say the first championship. San Antonio's championships with Tim Duncan and David Robinson. Does this mean more than those? Small market, didn't drafted their talent? No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean more. Does it mean that Zion Williamson now believes that he can win a championship in New Orleans and is not going to stay? Or is it going to stay? No, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that Damian Lillard isn't going to leave Portland if things don't go the way he hopes they do with the Blazers. No. So the significance of it in a historic perspective, there's nothing special or unique here. But to Giannis, because he had the choice to leave, and he didn't know whether he could accomplish this in Milwaukee or not, and ultimately stuck with it and got it done, then yes, it means more to him. But it matters how you answer the last part of that sentence to determine what it means.
Thank you. It meant more to you, Giannis. That's it. Not more to us, not more to other champions out there. Simple as that. This is a value conversation. Everybody has something that they think is more valuable than others do. Yeah, of course that. I had some Star Wars sheets. I finally had to get rid of them when I graduated college. But I took them to college. Yes, my childhood Star Wars sheets. Yeah, I had a lot of explaining to do my freshman year to people. Why the hell you got these dusty, crusty Star Wars sheets? Because they were valuable to me. But I understood where everyone else was coming from. Man, what the hell are you doing? So, Giannis, you can't tell other people how to value what you value. Just tell us how valuable it is to you and leave it at that. Miss me with the folklore, because now you're trying to create story and narrative of how your ring is harder. Harder? You only answer that question, but other teams and other players have struggled to get their rings as well. Harder? When LeBron was sitting there in Cleveland and he couldn't get a ring, he went to the finals and then had to leave and go to Miami, and then in the first year still didn't win that ring, and then he finally gets one. Not in the place where he was drafted. Another team, another organization. You're trying to tell me that that wasn't hard? You're trying to tell me that your path was harder? Interesting, because we get into this value conversation. You just paid for a championship. That does not work. If so, the Brooklyn Nets would be champions, right?